Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Bienvenidos a todos. Nos alegra tenerlos ahí. Ողջույն, իմ շատ սիրելի հայրենակիցներ։ Անչափ ուրախ եմ, որ միացել եք մեզ այսօր. Today's conversation is about burnout and self-care because caring for others is deeply meaningful. And it can also be deeply exhausting. This is a space to pause, breathe, and reflect on what you need without judgment or pressure. In a world that moves quickly and asks so much of us, taking care of ourselves isn't optional anymore. It's essential. Self-care helps us stay grounded, face challenges with steadiness, and move through change with more ease. It gives us the support we need to keep showing up and not just getting by. Whether in your personal life or your work, caring for yourself allows you to stay present, resilient, and connected to others and to yourself. Hello, I'm Susanna Kalajian, the founder and CEO of Profound Heart Consultation. I'm a certified heart and emotional intelligence trainer, holistic wellness coach, and heart ambassador. I support individuals and organizations in reducing stress, building emotional resilience, and self-regulating in real time so they can perform at their best, especially under pressure. As we begin, I invite you to reflect on this question. When in your day do you feel drained, but keep pushing through instead of taking a break? When in your day do you feel drained, but keep pushing through instead of taking a break? Let's pause for a moment and notice what you're feeling in your body, mind, and emotions. Keep this question in mind as you begin writing. Does everyone have a pen and something to write on? Because we're going to be journaling tonight. All right, let's take a moment to notice how your day usually begins. How do you wake up to the day? What is the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning? Does getting out of bed feel easy, or do you have to push yourself? What do you begin thinking about? Do your thoughts go to worries or problems? Or do you find yourself looking forward to the day ahead? Please go ahead and journal. We have about 1 minute. Can we have some music playing, Chloe, please? Thank you. All right, now let's move into the middle of the day. Notice where your energy shifts. When do you begin to feel tired or overwhelmed during the day? For example, you might start to feel tired or overwhelmed after long periods of active play, helping children move between activities, or caring for several children at the same time. Do you offer yourself rest and care? Or do you push through? An example of this may be that you might find yourself putting off eating or drinking water, or moving from one task to the next without giving yourself a moment to pause. When does your body or mind need a break, but you keep going anyway? For example, you may feel your shoulders tense or your thoughts racing and still keep going because there's so much still left to do. Please write as you reflect. And finally, reflect on how your day comes to a close. How does your day usually end? Do you slowly ease into rest, or do you fall into it from exhaustion? What helps you feel calm or ready for sleep? Remember, awareness is the first step towards responding differently rather than just pushing through. This is a safe space, so let your thoughts and feelings come through just as they are, without judgment. And when you're ready, gently set your pens down. Can we stop the music, please? Thank you. The goal isn't to judge yourself for these triggers. These are information points, clues that your nervous system is giving you. These clues highlight where stress accumulates, where self-care has been missing, and where your energy is being drained. Take a breath and allow yourself to simply notice these triggers. The exercise you just reflected on points directly to burnout, not as a diagnosis, but as information. Burnout happens when we disconnect from our inner signals and remain in survival mode for too long. It's not a personal failure. It's your body communicating that something needs attention. Before we explore what's been draining your energy, let's take a pause to reconnect with your body. When you are fully present in your body, it's easier to notice what truly affects your energy and to respond with awareness. We're going to do a short renewing exercise using gentle movements and breath. This is your opportunity to release tension. As you move, notice where you feel tightness or heaviness and allow yourself to soften and recharge. Every stretch, roll, or breath is a way to invite energy back into your body and mind. Pay attention to how your body responds. So we're going to do shoulder rolls. We're going to sit upright with your arms relaxed by your sides. Slowly lift your shoulders up. Can we have some music, Loiva, please? Lift your shoulders up towards your ears and then roll them back down in a smooth circular motion. Move slowly, matching the movement with your breath. Last one. And let's reverse direction, rolling forward and down. Let your shoulders relax. Now we're going to do spinal twist. Again, we sit upright on a chair with our feet flat on the floor. Place our left hand on your right knee and your right hand on the back of the chair. And gently twist your upper body to the right while keeping your back straight. And we'll stay here for about 5 seconds. Let's return to the center and repeat it on the opposite side. Take your right hand, place it on your left knee, and your left hand in the back of the chair, and stretch. Remember to breathe. If you are able, let's stand. And do some sky reach and release. So with your next inhale, we're going to reach our arms overhead. And as we exhale, we let our arms drop, releasing any tension. And let's finish by gently shaking our hands and wrists. Let's take our seats and continue. Now that we've gently moved and released tension in our bodies, let's turn our attention inward. Just as we've eased physical tension, we can begin to notice what may be draining our energy emotionally. Notice where your energy feels heavy or stuck. Without judgment, simply observe and be fully present with it, allowing yourself to acknowledge whatever arises. The next exercise helps you notice your daily stressors, both the obvious ones and the subtle ones that quietly build up, draining your energy. Pay attention to the situations, relationships, or even patterns that leave you feeling depleted. Remember, there's no judgment, just information from your body and mind guiding you towards self-care and renewal. All right, so we're gonna start writing. Let's take a sheet of paper and draw 3 lines to create 4 columns. Chloe, can we stop the music? And then while they're writing, we can start again. Thank you. As you can see on your screen, we have 4 columns. And under the word situations, I would like for you to write down situations, events, or moments during your day that drain your energy or deplete your inner battery.
Susanna, your screen is not sharing.
Oh, thank you for letting me know. Appreciate it. Is that better? Thank you. Okay. Under emotions and responses, note the emotions or reactions you experience in each situation. Next, we have impact. And I would like for you to reflect on how these emotional responses affect you mentally, emotionally, and physically. Consider how they influence your energy, your focus, and patience. And under the 4th column, what do you do now? Write down how you currently respond or cope with each situation, noticing whether it helps or not. Again, there are no right or wrong answers here. This is about observing patterns in your energy so you can make intentional choices about self-care. Once you know what drains you, self-care becomes purposeful instead of reactive. All right. We can have some music playing in the background for a few minutes. If you have questions regarding the exercise, please drop it in the chat. Okay. Let's stop the music. Let's take a moment to reflect. What did you notice physically as you thought about these stressors? Did you feel tension, tightness, or heaviness? With 1 or 2 words, please drop your answers in the chat. I can't see the chat for the attendees. Okay, now I see it. Thank you. Blanca says discouragement. Pauline says emotional. Ophelia says tension, tightness, tension. I felt release of tension. Okay. Stress, stressful, emotional, attached, stress. Thank you, everybody. Well, burnout doesn't happen all at once. For childcare providers like you, it often builds gradually as daily demands, emotional labor, and constant responsibility leave little space to recharge. When stress is ongoing and emotions go unregulated, old coping habits may stop working or even add more pressure. Many providers eventually realize that what they used to help them cope just is not enough anymore. Every time you feel stressed, your body releases a surge of chemicals to help you respond in the moment. These bursts are useful for short term, yes, but when stress is constant, as it often is in childcare, they drain energy, affect your mood, and overwhelm the nervous system. Studies show that even after a stressful moment ends, your body may stay tense or on edge for hours. It's something to think about. When one demand follows another without time to reset, the body remains in alert mode over time. This can impact patience, focus, emotional regulation, and overall well-being. That's why awareness matters. Noticing how stress shows up in your body, emotions, and reactions gives you the chance to pause and support yourself, before exhaustion or burnout takes hold. Let's move on into the next exercise, which is called energy renewing exercise. It will help you to renew your energy and reset your nervous system. All right. Thank you, Loie. So again, we have a situation. We have this time 3 columns. And again, we start with the word situations in the first column. And I would like for you to write down moments when you felt renewed, when it felt like your inner battery was recharging. Next, we have emotions. And under emotions, I want you to note the emotions or attitudes you experienced in each situation. And I do have an example that I used in the slide in case if you need one. And the last column, we have impact. Please reflect on how these moments affected you mentally, emotionally, and physically. Consider how they influenced your your decision making, and relationships. Again, if you have questions regarding the exercise, please drop it in the chat. Otherwise, let's start journaling. All right, let's take a moment to reflect. Which experiences made you feel renewed? And what emotions accompanied them? Did you notice how your energy shifted? Did you notice the difference in your body and mind? When you're ready, let's gently set your pens down. And think about how your body and mind felt during each exercise. We did 2 exercises. One was energy draining exercise, one was energy renewing exercise. They were different. Did you notice a difference between them? And please use 1 or 2 words to describe the difference and type it in the chat. Stress versus peace. Happy. Yes, I feel relieved with energy release. A shift. Deep breaths help unwind. Hopeful. All right. Happy, relaxing, peaceful. Thank you, everybody. Now that we've explored both what drains our energy and what renews it, let's take a moment to reflect on what this truly means. Our energy, physical, emotional, and mental, is like a battery. Every day, events, situations, and even our own thoughts can slowly drain it. Some stressors are obvious, others subtle, and often we respond automatically without realizing how much energy we're giving away. By noticing what drains us, we bring these patterns into awareness. Awareness gives us choice, the choice to respond differently, protect our energy, and prevent unnecessary exhaustion. Self-care is a conscious choice to restore your energy, strengthen your resilience, and honor your needs so you can show up renewed, focused, and grounded. What's powerful about these exercises is that they reveal both sides of the coin, what drains our energy and what restores it. With this awareness, we begin to move out of autonomic reactions and into intentional responses, protecting our energy. Now, I'm going to teach you a simple yet powerful technique you can use any time of the day, even on the busiest or most challenging moments. This practice helps relax your nervous system, calm your mind, and restore your energy. By focusing on your breath mindfully, you signal to your body that it's safe to slow down, release tension, and bring balance to both body and mind. You can use this practice anytime you feel stressed, overwhelmed, or depleted. Can we have some music playing, please? Thank you. Let's go ahead and place one hand gently on your heart, allowing your eyes to close. Focus your attention in the area of the heart. Imagine your breath is flowing in and out of your heart or chest area, breathing a little slower and deeper than usual. You can breathe in 5 seconds and breathe out for 5 seconds, or find an easy rhythm that's comfortable for you. As you continue to breathe, make a sincere attempt to experience a regenerative feeling, such as gratitude or appreciation for someone or something in your life. And we'll stay in this space for a few minutes. In this quiet moment, simply listen and notice any thoughts, insights, or gentle reminders that might come up for you. All right, when you're ready, let's gently return to the room and open your eyes. Can we stop the music, please? Thank you so much, Loie. Notice how your body and mind feel at this very moment. What words come to mind? I would like for you to type 1 or 2 in the chat, please. We have tranquilidad, super relaxed, peaceful, settled, thankful, relaxed, calm, restful. Yes, and on. Thank you, everyone. Researchers have found that by doing this exercise for just 3 minutes every day or each day, you trigger a natural healing response in your body. It helps calm your nervous system, lower stress, and boost your energy and focus. And the effects can last up to 6 hours. How amazing is that? Now that we are self-regulated, let's move forward. Self-care becomes most powerful when it's woven into the rhythm of everyday life. It's the small, consistent choices that create safety in the body and clarity in the mind, pausing before we push, noticing when we're overwhelmed, and giving ourselves what we truly need in the moment. Intentional self-care asks us to listen inward. It's about recognizing early signals like fatigue, irritability, restlessness, and responding with compassion rather than judgment. So there are 4 pillars of self-care that I will share with you here. The first one is the body, physical care. This is the foundation everything else rests on. And a core question that the body asks is, what do I need to function and recover? Okay. The next one is the nervous system, regulation and safety. This determines how we respond to stress and life demands. And the nervous system asks, do I feel safe, calm, or regulated right now? Can you see my screen?
No.
No. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's share again. Is that better? Yes, okay. Thank you. All right. And the third one are the emotions, emotional care. Emotions carry information and need space to move. And the emotions ask, what am I feeling And what do I need emotionally? And last but not least is the mind, mental care and meaning. This shapes perspective, stress, and motivation. And the mind asks, what thoughts, priorities, and values guide me today? And are they supporting my well being? So, we're going to do another exercise, but this time we're going to design your self care day, as in, how would you like your day to be? So, we're going to design it in a way that's more intentional and so let's go ahead and take a deep breath and settle into your body. Let your shoulders relax, your jaw to soften, and your mind to focus on caring for yourself intentionally. This exercise is about possibility and insight, not perfection. Think about what would truly nurture and sustain you throughout the day. Here we go. Imagine how you would like your day to begin. How would your body feel when you wake up? What would help you feel grounded, nourished, and supported? What small practices could start your day with calm and intention? Can we have some music playing, please? Let me stop the share. Okay. Thank you. Let's just keep writing. Next, we have midday. Let's reflect on the middle of your day. Where could you pause, check in, or slow down during the day? Are there moments where boundaries or small self-care actions could protect your energy? How could you respond to stress differently than usual? Perhaps a 3-minute breathing exercise? Let's keep journaling. Imagine how you would like to close your day. How would you like to end your day? What practices would help you release tension and ease into rest? What thoughts, worries, or emotions would you like to let go of before bedtime? What small actions could make your evening feel more restorative? Keep writing. Remember, there's no judgment. As you write, notice how the four pillars of self-care, the body, nervous system, emotions, and mind, can be included in your ideal day. Take your time, be honest with yourself, and let your thoughts flow freely onto the page. All right, let's stop the music. Thank you, Loie. Let me share this before I forget. Okay. So let's close our journals and reflect. What insight did you gain about how you want to care for yourself? Which small action feels most possible and supportive to try today or in the next few days as a commitment? Choose one simple step. It could be a mindful breath, setting a boundary, nourishing your body, or simply checking in with your emotions. And I would like for you to write it down. And please take a moment to enter your response in the chat thread. Sheila says, I like the 3-minute breathing. Me too. Take a hot bath, breathing technique, mindful breathing, exercise breathing, 3-minute breathing. All right. Everyone seems to like the 3-minute breathing. Put my hand on my heart and breathe. Yes. Thank you. So, this that you put in the chat is your self care commitment for today and in the next following days, if you can keep it up. That is called habit building. It doesn't have to be big. What matters is starting. One small intentional action helps you respond with care instead of pushing through. As we come to the end of our time together, I want to thank you for being here, for choosing to pause, to reflect, and to care for yourself. That choice truly matters. You give so much of yourself every day through your presence, your patience, and compassion. Today, you allowed some of that care to come back to you, and that is meaningful. When you honor your own well being, you create more space to show up with warmth, steadiness, and intention for yourself and for the people you care for. As you move into the rest of your day, carry this sense of calm and clarity with you. Trust that even the smallest moments of self care can ripple outward in powerful ways. Thank you for sharing this space, for your openness, and for the heart you bring to what you do every day. I hope you leave feeling grounded, supported, and gently reminded that you matter too. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Susanna, for joining us this evening with such an enriching session on building self-care habits to reduce burnout. We really appreciate you sharing that with us.